What's up, guys? This is Emmanuel from TeamDBZ Biscuit, and today we're coming at you with a junk Doppel deck profile. Before we get started, guys, we want to thank you guys for all the love and support that you give to us. It's been a little bit, but we're jumping right back into this thing. So let's jump into this deck profile and let's see what we're coming at you with. To start things off, we're running the main card, junk Synchron. Junk Synchron is, the staple card that you want that comes from synchro summoning, as Yusei's main monster other than Stardust Dragon. This card is very good, and with the new support that's going to be coming out, I believe it's a junk converter. He'll be very searchable and helps the, when we get junk converter, this deck most definitely will change, and we'll have some good plays going with that. But he's the main guy. Get your level 2 in the graveyard, level 2 or lower, get the special summon back when he's normal summon. Hopefully you get the chain block stuff and get your plays going the way you want to. We're also running 2 Odd Eye Synchron. This card is very good. I like the fact that he is a way to pendulum summon in synchros. It's very, very useful. And being able to do the synchro summon on the pendulum scale, I like that a lot, especially with the way I like to play Odd Eyes. I like the fusion off of the pen scale too. So this is a good addition to the deck, and I think it helps out a lot with a lot of plays you want to make. If you do have your junk Synchron at level 2, you can still go ahead and go into your plays, pendulum summon out, and just get your plays going the way you want to. I'm also running 2 Jet Synchron. I like to run 2 Jet Synchron. I just don't really like to run one of things. It's just not my forte. But running 2 of this, make sure I get to ensure the plays go off the way I want to. We're also running 1 Gloat Bulb. Gloat Bulb is very useful, known in every synchro deck that you can about make. If you can get a Gloat Bulb in the graveyard, your play's gonna work out. We're also running 3 Junk Doppel. This card is amazing for synchros. It's always been amazing. The fact is, if it's used for a synchro summon, get 2 tokens and just keep spamming the board with tokens and keep the plays going the way you want to. Also running 3 Cobalt Hedgehog. This card is very good. A lot of people choose to drop this from the deck, but I like this card a lot because it's a weaker version of your Doppel Warrior. When I say that, it's not going to get you tokens, but if it's in the graveyard, you got a tuner on the field, you can special summon it back very easily. Yes, it gets banished, but it's still another monster on board. Helps you get the plays going the way you want to. Also running 2 Boost Warrior. This card's very good also. If you got your monster on your board, you got a tuner on board, to be able to special summon this from the hand helps you keep the plays going the way you want to. Either to be just an extra monster on board to do little silly plays, or just to be able to get the right number on board just to be able to make the main combo plays work out. This card is very, very useful. I'm also running 1 Dotscaper. This card is very good. If it's sent to the graveyard, it's going to allow you to just special summon it straight out. Also too, if it's banished, it's going to do the same thing. So depending on how you make your plays, it's going to be a very good level 1 monster that you can help go into your synchro plays with. And lastly, for the monsters, I'm running 3 Supreme King Darkworm and the 1 Donut. This is a very useful play. I like it a lot. To be able to get the Darkworm in the graveyard, it allows for a free special summon. That's the one thing I like about it. But the other thing I like about it, being able to set it up for your pen scales, being a high scale of 5 and a low scale of 0, helps to be able to just pendulum summon your hand out and just get the plays going the way you want to. Because if you get your junk Synchron normal summon, you got a monster in the grave and they effect Veiler, whatever, you can still have a monster in hand and be able to pendulum summon it out and still get plays going the way you want to. I like that effect. That helps out a lot, and that can just help you to really open up the board the way you want to. But that's it for the monsters. For the spell cards, running the 1 Reinforcement of the Army. We won't be able to get to that junk Synchron as fast as possible. Be able to get it to the hand, or your Doppel Warrior helps get the plays facilitated the way you want to. We're also running 3 Tuning just to be able to make sure you get to junk Synchron, be able to get to the Odd Eye Synchron, whatever Synchron you might want to get that card in the hand as fast as possible, get your plays going the way you want to. Also running 3 Allure Darkness. This just helps to be able to eat through the deck a little bit faster. The deck is not, got too many dark monsters in it, but it's got enough dark monsters that you want to be able to if once you got the play set up, just start eating through the deck, get the other combo pieces that you want to, and whatever you don't need, just banish it out, go with your plays for there. Also running the 1 upstart goblin and the 1 day apiece. This is very useful, you know, just being able to, sometimes the 1 day apiece helps it so that if you don't get the combo the way you want to, you're not just going to, you know, pass the turn, get the body shot. And the upstart is just going to make sure that they just going to give them 1,000 life points and just be able to make sure that you can just get that free draw and get the other combo pieces you need out of the deck. Also running the 1 card destruction. Sometimes just being able to get, you know, cards out of your hand and get the board set up the way you want to is very useful. You know, use this card, you know, with some discretion. Don't just, you know, blindly use it knowing, because your opponent could have, you know, be playing Danger Dark World or just any type of danger monsters, and you don't just want to start triggering effects and things like that. So play with a little discretion, but it's a very good card to open up the plays in the deck and just get the graveyard set up. Also running 1 Dragon Shrine and 1 Foolish Burial. This is to make sure we get that Dark Worm in the graveyard as fast as possible. Also running the 1 Reason. Reason is just to be able to make sure that we get that, you know, free monster on board. It's a free special summon. You got so many different levels, your opponent's usually not going to call it right. And if they don't call it right, more than likely you're going to get that free special summon. Just keep the plays going the way you want to. Same thing with 1 for 1. It's going to be another free monster on board, and also being able to set up the graveyard for whatever monsters you might need to set up in there. Very useful. We're running the 1 Monster Reborn because it's a free monster, just to be able to special summon a monster with any level, get it onto the field, and get your synchro plays going the way you want to. We're also running 1 Living Fossil and 1 Overdone Burial. Both of these are very useful for being able to bring back monsters. Living Fossil is very good. It's going to only get you level 4 lower monsters, but still it's going to be able to get that free special summon. Overdone Burial, you got to pitch off a monster with a high level and be able to get any monster lower than that level, but it's very useful to be able to set up the graveyard and also bring back monsters. And lastly, for the spell cards, we're running 2 Magnet Reverse. This really helps out a lot when trying to get back some of your synchro monsters, like for your Formula Synchron, your Excel Synchron. Very useful to be able to set those plays up and, you know, keep the ball rolling for your game state. But that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, running 1 Cosmic Blazar Dragon, 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, 1 FA Dawn Dragster, and the Herald of the Arclight. These are the 4 cards that you want to go into for your main combo play. You know, you want to be able to get your Crystal Wing out first, that way you don't have to worry about getting the Nibiru. You're in the range of getting Nibiru, but if your opponent doesn't flop down Nibiru as soon as you get to a certain point, you'll be able to stick the Crystal Wing out there and just, you know, be able to get the plays safely going the way you want to. The FA Dawn Dragster and the Herald of Arclight are just all around good cards, making sure you can hate on your opponents, you know, spell and trap hate. And also too, you know, you got your Cosmic Blazar that's going to just hate on everything, either their attacks, their summons, or any card effect that they want to activate. This is the main combo that you want to go into to be able to, you know, set up your negate board. For your plan B, we got the 1 Crystron Quandrax, the 1 Trishula, and the 1 Cyframe Lord Omega. This is just to be able to have a backup plan if you don't get into your main combo. This way you can at least have a way to disrupt your opponent. Crystron Quandrax is just a good card to be able to make sure that you can just banish 3 cards, you know, either in the graveyard or on the field. Very useful. You know, you got to set up your plays right, be able to use 2 tuners instead of 1, but still very useful. You got Trish that's going to be able to banish out 1 on the field, 1 in the graveyard, and 1 in the hand. That's still a good way to keep your opponent at bay. And also you got your Cyframe Lord Omega that's going to be able to take 1 out of hand when it's banished. If it is destroyed and in the graveyard, be able to circle cards back is very useful. Also running the 1 Stardust Charge Warrior, very good card to get an extra draw and just be able to help with your levels depending on how you want to get your plays going. I run 2 TG Hyperlibrarian. This is card is just really good master rule in April. It's just very, very useful. Being able to get 2 of these on the board and just start getting, you know, Pot of Greed every time you secret summon is very good. You start eating through the deck, getting to the advantage that you want to, and just, you know, keep the ball rolling the way you want to. We're running one Junk Speeder. Junk Speeder is just, you know, the all around, just, he is the ace card for the deck. You get this card out there and just, you know, special summon as many Synchrons as you can and just keep the ball rolling from there. Very useful. Run the one Excel Synchron. This is just going to help you modulate levels, be able to get to either any of your Synchrons, dump them in the graveyard, modulate this level, go into whatever Synchro play you want to. Run the one Metal Marcher just because it's a good level 3 Synchro Excel. We're also running the one Celestial Double Star Shaman. This card, you know, is a very key component to getting a lot of your plays going. If you got your Doppel Warrior in the graveyard, use this effect to bring back the Doppel Warrior and just really start going into your combo plays the way you want to. And lastly, we got the one Formula Synchron. Formula Synchron is just all around good for the deck. Just helps you to get plays going the way you want to, and just helps you with, you know, all around just synchro plays. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. We want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Be sure to check out the channel for more. Coming soon. We're out.